that thing. It's Pokebomb! It's Pokebomb! Oh! Oh, not the SpongeBob mobile! Let's take a trip to Baja Norte, Mexico.
We got a little strike mission video here for you guys. We did some diving on some reefs, checked out some high spots, some caves with some flashlights, a little bit of shallow action, maybe a sea turtle or two. Looking for that white gulp, aka Gulf Grouper.
We found grouper, cabria, snapper, tons of different reef fish action. So tune in and enjoy this video of our Baja strike mission, first one of the year, February 2024. Oh man, it's gonna be fun to try to trace all this shit together.
Hi, Bubba. Hi, buddy. How are you?
The conditions for this time of year couldn't be more perfect. Flat, glassy, water's a little cold, but other than that, the sun was out and it was time to get at it. Joining me on this trip were my friends CJ Conrad and Anthony Newell. We found some killer conditions this day, made our way down the coast. The Sea of Cortez was calling, and we couldn't wait to get suited up and start hunting.
So I hopped in the water with my big gun, Rife 61 Raider. First dive, maybe there's grouper, don't really know what to expect. You can always start out big and then go small.
Once I get to the bottom, I'm just searching back and forth, constantly keeping my head on a bit of a swivel. I like to scope it out with a big gun first. If I don't see anything, I'll switch to a small gun. Easy as that. Why not have the right gun if a big one shows up?
Generally, I like to dive deeper at the beginning of the day and then work my way shallow. So I started off with the big gun, maybe hoping for a big Gulf grouper or any decent Gulf grouper.
Water's definitely pretty green. You're a little bit deeper, maybe 60, 70 foot range, when you start seeing whatever this green, algae, corally, spongy thing is. It looks lime green underwater. No idea what this stuff is, honestly. If you know what this stuff's called, please let me know in the comments.
So yeah, I kind of worked my way around, didn't really see much, and I'm like, yeah, probably just grab a small gun and start working my way through the shallows, hoping to find a cabria or something.
So I hopped back in the Ponga, switched out the Raider 61 for something a little more practical. 100 centimeter Euro, perfect. Grabbed a flashlight just in case. Not usually my favorite way of hunting down here, but this time of year it's not super fishy, so couldn't hurt, right? So I figured I'd cover some ground, go check the shallows for a little bit.
You can see it's kind of cool bouldery type terrain here.
This type of structure can hold any number of different species down here. But this being the middle of February, certainly not the ideal time of year, so you gotta work it pretty hard to find stuff. So the name of the game is just covering ground. The fish are somewhere, you just gotta find out where they're hiding and put a spear in their face. Sometimes the fish are shallow, sometimes they're deep. Personally, this kind of hole hunting is not my favorite method this time of year, or basically any time in Baja. I like to lay on the reef in the speedo dive, find a nice ledge or drop off. That's kind of what I've learned to do down here. But the hole hunting can be incredibly successful if you know what you're doing. But personally for me, I like to hunt in more traditional ways. Hole hunting down here, not really my style. First actual fish I saw were these giant hawkfish, aka chinomeros. These guys are pretty rad looking fish, but not really what we're looking for. Did see this little golden cabria. Those are kind of rare, always cool to see. Only about 1 in 100 turn that color. Had enough of the shallows, so I headed out a little bit deeper, maybe 40 feet range. Nice little bouldery bottom here, kind of what we're looking for. As soon as I get to the bottom, ooh, Gulf grouper right in front of me. Shoot, unicorn him. What the happened here? Let's go back to the replay in slow-mo. Thing staring right at me, shoot him right in the face. Gone. Great demonstration of what a bad angle it is to shoot these things. I've now been diving for a couple hours without a single fish. So I think we should check in with CJ, see how he's doing out here.
Legal, ja. Last one? I'll take that. Wasn't expecting that, though.
See, just only pesca. Only pesca.
So CJ's been up in the shallows, absolutely smoking me. You can see he's got Cubera snapper, Cabria. I mean, I haven't shot a fish this entire morning. Time for me to switch things up because I am not having this. I've been diving for a few hours now and have not shot a single fish except for the one Gulf grouper that I shot right in the face. Might as well have thrown a toothpick. So at this point, I'm feeling the pressure. But nope, he's out of range. Come on. It's time to make something happen. Okay, maybe something's gonna start happening for old Austin here. Seen a couple cabrias in the area, nothing crazy, but came across this big boulder and figured, you know, maybe there's something hiding out. Looks like a good place for a cabria to ambush. So crept up, trying to keep my profile down, nice and tight to the rock. Come on, there's gotta be something here. Ooh, there we go. Nice cabria. Line up. Oh, this thing takes off. Oh, look at the bubble trail. So I'm following this thing. I don't want it to tie up. Just got to pull it off the bottom, and usually you can get them up if you get past that initial run. All right. Let's get this thing up. Okay, shot's good. All right, looks like I'm finally on the board. Better late than never. I'll take this nice cabria any day. So I'm finally on the board here, and I found a nice little zone that had a few fish in it. You can see the water was not ideal, very green, a lot clearer on the surface, but the GoPro definitely makes it look a lot clearer on the bottom than it was. It was probably, I'd say, 15-foot viz here. So, oh, I finally see a cabria here. He's going away from me. I gotta act quick. Line up, pull the trigger. Stoned! Okay, once I was back on the board, things started clicking. It's not a monster, but it's not tiny either. And at this point, I'm just happy to be shooting fish.
Mucho cabrías. Para, mucho cariante. Cariante ya. Atrás. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah, go for it. I mean, I'm content having shot at least one single fish, but I'd like to get a lot more.
Made a little bit of a move and checked a new area out. Not sure what we're gonna find here, but yeah, things are kind of coming together. We're scratching some fish out. It's turning out to be a pretty good day at this point. Hop back in with my old trusty Reef Euro 100 centimeter, loaded that bad girl up, and started making drops. This next spot had some pretty good structure, nice bouldery, kind of breakwall-ish kind of structure. There's plenty of places for smaller fish to hide, which will attract big fish. So, made a second dive, kind of giving a little look around here. But I've already got 2 nice cabria on the boat, so anything else is a bonus. Hung out on the reef, saw a decent cabria, kind of lined up on him, but he faded out into the murk. So I'm just slowly working my way through the reef here. Scanning. Not seeing too much. And a couple of yellow snapper appeared. Not monsters, but these guys are tasty, so I'm like, you know, why not? Let's switch it up here. Put some more meat on the boat. Got a nice shot. These guys don't fight too crazy usually. Made kind of quick work of it and made my way to the surface. Super similar to a mangrove or dog snapper, but really pretty fish. They have that nice golden tail, orange pinkish head, but more importantly they taste good. So I made another drop on this reef. It's not super deep. Been diving this spot for well over 15 years. And I've seen all kinds of stuff here, so just kind of scanning. Water's not that clear. Got a couple of fish in the bag, but it's getting late, and I'm running out of time. Keep scanning. Ooh, silhouette grouper looking right at me. He turns, line up. It's a bit of a far shot. Nail him right in the temple. This guy's not going anywhere. This is exactly what we came here to find. One of the tastiest fish you've had in your entire life. Not a monster by any means. These guys get historically over 200 pounds, but I'd much rather shoot one in this 25-pound range. It's a lot healthier for the whole species. Go ahead, call me a baby killer. I've shot plenty over 100 pounds in my day, but I'd much rather eat one this size. Made a final dive here. Saw this cabria coming in to the edge of his. Nice silhouette. Kind of far though, so come on a little closer. Reached out, pulled the trigger. Will it hold? Yeah, gotcha. Nice looking stringer. Got 3 of the most prized species for Baja. Yellow snapper, cabria, and gulf grouper. Yeah, I think that wraps up my day. Let's move over to Anthony and see what he's up to. Anthony wasn't that far away from me, and I think he dropped in on that same school of yellow snapper. Picks out a nice one, and alright, let's take some more meat. Let's go. Anthony was on the surface, looks down, sees this Gulf grouper, kind of at the edge of range, lines up. Ooh, perfect shot. Looked like he was still in there, but he kind of comes back to life a little bit. But yeah, he's not going anywhere. Nicely done.
Mucho bueno.
Pull the other one, I want to see the grouper.
Anthony, that's the one you shot?
White gold, baby.
You shot that with the 100?
No, the other one.
Day 2 was looking epic. Water temp was low, but our spirits were high. Once again, I like to start the day with a bigger gun. Got my Rife Raider 61 here. I'll post a link in the description if you guys are looking for a little bit of a discount on one of these. Punched a dive. You can see it was not very clear. Super green, but gets a little bit bluer on the bottom. It's not ideal, but it's huntable. A little bit more difficult with a bigger gun like this. You don't really have a lot of reaction time if something appears. So I'm just sitting here scanning. I dove this spot the day before, but the current was nuking. Out of the shadows, nice Gulf grouper. Line up, he's disappearing. Pull the trigger. Oh god, it's on. Let's check it out in slow-mo. Appeared out of nowhere, dirty water, and disappears behind this rock, so I didn't have a big strike area. Knew the shot wasn't going to be that good at that point. I can hear the fish running through the reef, scraping the bottom, so I'm just trying to pull. Don't want this thing to go into a cave. That's the worst case scenario. So I'm pulling, but not too sure of the shot. Just don't hole up on me, please.
Not far.
Hit the surface and managed to somehow keep the fish out of the rocks. But I didn't know how good that shot was, so I played it easy.
Second shot.
Call over for a second shot just to be sure. I don't want to lose this fish. It's the biggest one I've seen the whole trip. Luckily, CJ's right there. Gets a nice headshot. White gold, baby.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I shot into the mark. First dive.
I heard like the shot that
Good.
cut it already.
Oh, look at that.
Gulf grouper.
Turn a little bit
First dive. Now here's something I've never seen in Baja while diving. A frickin' coyote. This guy was down checking out the tide pools, scavenging around looking for something to eat, and I must have piqued his interest because he decided to come check me out. I tried to creep up as close as I could get. He didn't know I was a human, clearly, and I didn't want to reveal my silhouette, so I just tried to get as close as I could, and he's curious, he's looking, he's sniffing me out. This was so rad. What a rare experience. That's what I love about Baja. You never know what you're going to see.
What's up, buddy? Huh? A spearfish? You want to get a fish? You want a fish, buddy? You can take it. You can try. Come fish. Come get a fish. Okay, bye.
After I said goodbye to my new coyote friend, decided to go back out and maybe give this hole hunting thing a second try. It's not my favorite way to hunt down here at all, but CJ had done so good the day before, I was like, yeah, let's give this a little shot. Who knows, maybe I'll get lucky. Once again, the hole hunting was just not working for me. Saw this good rock from the surface, decided to punch a dive on it. A lot of times there's big cabrillas sitting on the sides waiting to ambush. Lay down here, creeping around. Oh, Gulf Grouper, what's that doing here? Took a shot with the 100 centimeter. He goes absolutely ballistic. There's all kinds of caves down here. I'm just following the reel line, trying to pull, going around in circles, trying not to get him to hole up. Kinda see that the shot's a little bit low. Usually these guys are done after that initial run. But I'm trying to play him good. He starts running again. Okay, I'm letting him go. I'm not gonna lose this fish. Freaking gut shot Gary over here. Luckily that was the last run for him. And I slowly pull him up. Fish is pretty cooked at this point. Go for the gill grab. Got him. More white gold secured. Let's go! If you guys are liking this video so far, make sure to hit that like button, leave me a comment, tell how much you hate it or love it, and please subscribe. I got much more content coming up. Called over the Punga and made my way back. These conditions were just absolutely gorgeous this day, and very stoked to put another solid grouper on the boat. Just got out of the water after spearing that grouper, and it is absolutely gorgeous out here right now. You can hear a pin drop. There's no wind, no waves, air's nice and warm. All you can hear is the sound of these guys kicking loudly. The beautiful thing about Baja this time of year is, you know, you can either be absolutely dog shit or it can be really, really beautiful, and got to work it a little bit to get fish, but you certainly can't just, the experience down here being here is absolutely insane. These boys have been checking it for a little bit and I don't think they saw too much, so time to check the next spot.
There's a couple holes at that spot and some deep shit. There's golfies there too.
Oh, this next spot we're
Dude, after you shot that fish, I didn't see shit.
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
I was like, oh, and they're gone.
Yeah, okay.
And it's gone.
Cool spot though.
It is
I
cool.
did check a lot of holes and I didn't see shit.
Oh, really?
It's like, they're not very deep.
Oh, really?
I found that rock.
The big pinnacle?
Yeah, with the crack in the middle of it.
Yeah.
But the crack didn't even go back that far.
The crack rock?
The crack rock.
You got some crack rocks?
Who's talking about crack rocks? Uh-oh. Eddie.
Is there electric? There's an electrolyte up there.
Yeah.
As we were heading between spots, we noticed something bobbing in the water.
What's that? Gaff. Oh, it's got a mirror lure in it. Gaff. Oh,
It'll be fine.
oh, is that a f***ing Mad Mac?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, dude, sick. Oh, oh yeah. Yeah.
Dude, that's this. Take it. Dude, that's like a dude. You're kidding.
Dude, like a
12-pound Cabrini.
shit, no way. Yeah. Wow. Dude, with a good leader on it too. Yeah.
My God. We just got that.
That's like a nice Cabria too.
They were just floating. Look at
That's
that.
wild.
Nice.
Expensive lure, too.
Take a freak.
So this next fish is quite possibly going to divide the audience. If you are from Florida, you might hate it. And if you're from Hawaii, you might think it's rad. But at this point, I'm not trying to shoot any more grouper or Cabria. But my freezer back home is looking a little empty, and I came down here to harvest. So here he comes. Pulled the trigger. And this is a parrotfish, aka uhu. This guy actually fought pretty good. Was actually kind of surprised. I don't usually hunt parrotfish, but you know, my freezer's looking a little empty, and I had passed on about a 20-pound model before this, and it's good to have a little variety. Next dive, I'm coming across the sand towards the reef, and I see this little gulfie. Line up on him just to let him know I could have had him, and I'll be coming back when he's big. You can see another little gulf grouper dodge into that cave right there. This spot is notorious for having lots of little grouper. There's another one. Pew! And another one. Pew! And another one. Pew! And one more. Pew! 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 So got him. As I was working my way across the reef, I noticed this old gill net was stuck on the bottom. Started pulling it up, had no idea how long this thing was, but no bueno, let's get this thing out of here. This does not belong on the reef.
All right. Check out this net that I just pulled off the bottom. about 100 feet of net taken off the bottom. This stuff is so destructive. It's one of the worst, most indiscriminate methods of fishing known to man. We don't like these things, but these aren't our waters. So the locals have every right to fishing down here, but they get caught up on the reef and then they just kill absolutely everything that swims into them. So this ghost net, as they call them, is not going to be killing any more sea life today. Did our good deed for the trip. Did an excellent trip, and yeah, way to wrap it up.
So it was a successful trip. Loaded up a couple of kill bags and headed our way back north. But of course, we had to do one final taco stop in San Felipe.
Ooh, we got the cheese, got the queso taco. Oh yeah, maestro here. What you got there? Oh, show the plate. Show the plate. It just wouldn't be the same without one final pit stop for tacos. No. Gotta do it. Go ahead.
As we were eating, this parade starts coming by with all these SpongeBob themed floats.
SpongeBob! SpongeBob! Oh! I got that on video. Oh shit! Oh, not the SpongeBob mobile! Oh shit! Oh. Just check out the fucking power line. Oh, I can't believe I got that on video.
So here's that little uhu parrotfish that I shot. I want to show you guys how insane the quality of this meat is. So these scales on these things are pretty gnarly. So when you're filleting them, that they love to dull your knife. So you kind of gotta find a little way in past them. I mean, look at the size of these scales. A lot of times when you shoot a big one, you end up with your spear shaft coming back with just a scale on it. Kind of butchered a little bit, but look at the meat quality. It's pure white meat, might as well be grouper. So yeah, white meat, blue fish. Blue fish, white meat. It's time to cook up some of that white gold, and I'm gonna show you exactly why we call this white gold. If you're lucky enough to find it, this stuff's not cheap at your local fish market. Very few fish come anywhere near this level of deliciousness. It's a firm flesh white meat with absolutely zero fishy taste. It's just a perfect fish all around. But that's going to wrap up this video, guys. Coming up in the next adventure, I'm heading right back to Baja. But this time switching gears away from the Sea of Cortez, and I'll be hitting one of my favorite locations for the last 20 plus years, located on the Pacific side of Baja. On this mission, we're chasing big yellowtail and broomtail grouper. So if you like that kind of thing, make sure to subscribe to my channel, guys. If not, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.